Good evening, everybody. Father O'Connor here. It is the feast of St. Pius V, the last day of April, the first full calendar month that we are in this lockdown. And I'm giving you a tour of the sacristy. But before that, I want to share you something like that. Share something with you about me. I am a slave. Yes, I am a slave to this thing called the Apple Watch. Why am I a slave to that? Well, ever since I took the big weight loss a little over a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I guess, I got the watch. And the watch helps me keep track of the calories I burn, exercise, stuff like that. So the watch has this thing called exercise app where it tells you to stand at least 12 times a day, at least once every hour, do at least 30 minutes of exercise, and then you have to burn a certain amount of calories. It's called the move ring. And the goal is to complete all 3 rings each day. But also the Apple Watch gives you a challenge for each month. Right, so this month's challenge was for me to walk 195 miles for the whole month. And this morning, when I woke up, I was 8 miles short of that 195. And I knew I didn't want to get to like 193 and not make the challenge. So Wallace, my German Shepherd, and I went out and we did a 5-mile hike earlier this afternoon. And I'm about half a mile short now hitting the goal, which means I'll get that run up and down the stairs. So yes, I am crazy. I'm a slave to this thing. Because also in the morning, if I don't do exercise in the morning, it tells me, hey, you're not running, you're not exercising. What's going on here? You need to get a move on it. So it pushes me. So the good thing about it gets me going, gets me exercising, gets me to be aware that I need to keep burning my calories so I can maintain my weight loss. And also, I just find walking really helps clears my head. So I go for my walk. I usually do a rosary. I do the Chapel of Divine Mercy. I'll listen to praise and worship music. Sometimes I listen to podcasts or talks, all things to help me in my spiritual life. And some of my best ideas I do come from walking. So it's something I really do enjoy doing. So even though I joke about being a slave to the watch, it just pushes me, encourages me to move on. So now I just want to show you what is the sacristy. Okay, so this is coming to the door of the sacristy. The sacristy it's taken from the old word sacra, means sacred. So this is the place where the priest gets ready for Mass. And it's also where we store a lot of our stuff. So coming in immediately to the left, there's our sound system equipment. And it's our internet connection. Over here is the candles. Then we have our system for the bells and challers. So that's what programs all the bells ringing, and then I've also put other things in here. A little refrigerator for the water and wine. Little sink area. This is one thing people don't know about this. You see this little sink over here. It has a cross on it. We call this aquarium. And this sink, every sacristy is supposed to exist. This aquarium, it means it goes directly to the ground. So it's not going to the sewer system. So whatever you pour down here goes into the ground. And that's what you use to pour out excess holy water. If you purify chalices or something like that, to make sure there's any precious blood, then that all goes immediately to the ground. If you rinse out the purificators, the linens we use in church, all that water should not go into a sewer system. It should go directly into the ground. So anything sacred that needs to be disposed of needs to go straight to the ground. So you come around, I showed you, we got a little holy water here, holder. I showed you guys the windows yesterday. Little bulletin board, the scheduling. And then we got the big vesting case. Now, you remember I showed you the vesting case downstairs. So this one's practical, but the other one's more beautiful. That's downstairs. So, of course, we have the cross, and we have a nice image out of the Fatima over here, a nice image out of Guadalupe there, another image we found when I first got here in church of Mary. So normally you would lay investments out in an investment case, and you put them on in the morning. And we have different drawers, so they have different altar linens, my cinctures, stoles, other things we use, different stoles and so forth. So we put in a bookcase here, so our religious books. And inside here, this little area, we have the safe. That's where we store the precious things like the monstrances and the chalices and ciborium that we use for Mass. We'll store bread and wine in there. A little closet over here. These are my personal vestments, albs that I wear, the undergarments. And then we come through here, we have another bigger part of the sacristy. And over here is another closet with the parish vestments. In this closet is the deacon's vestments. The mission cross, which I think I talked about, but I don't know if I did. I'll come back to that. A little bathroom, and then in this room over here is the altar server sacristy. So this is where the altar servers get vested for the Mass. So those of you who have never been back here, that is the altar server, sacristy, and this is the whole sacristy. So I really cannot recall in my talks in the last 6+ weeks, I talked about the mission cross. This is one of the oldest things we have in the parish. It goes back to 1858. It's called a mission cross because the priests were here at the time. Whenever they had a mission in the parish, they put this cross out just for that, and they marked for each of the years that there was a mission. So you see it started in 1858 and went down in 1987, and they stopped doing missions there for a while. And then I started back up again when I came here a few years ago. So on the back of the mission cross, we have the last few years we did it. Actually, we're missing 2019 on there. And then 2020, we did it via live streaming this year with the sisters. So that is the tour of the sacristy. Tomorrow is the feast of St. Joseph the Worker. So I look forward to seeing you guys at Mass. We have Mass tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. in English, 7:30 evening in Spanish. And I've been doing the preparation for the consecration of St. Joseph for the last 32 days. So tomorrow is day 33. I'll be making my consecration to St. Joseph for the first time at the end of Mass tomorrow at the 8:30 Mass. So I look forward to seeing you there. So I hope you guys have a good day. I've been here for some people, they're really starting to struggle, and I get that. I have my good days, my bad days too, guys. Some days I don't want to leave my room. And one of the things that does help me besides the walks is having that set schedule. So I know I have to say Mass every day, 8:30, Monday through Friday. And I know at the Holy Hour, the sisters at 3. I know at my good night, God bless with you guys. I know I do my walk. I do my own personal Holy Hour and self-love. So it's really, really important to have a set routine. I think that it forces yourself to do things. And we go. And some days we're going to have good days, some days we're going to have bad days. But then when I have my bad days, I think that's why I pray more. I go before the Blessed Sacrament, which I know one of you can't do, but I do, and I bring you with me there. And I go to the Lord. And I got an email from a parishioner every day, and she told me what she does. She drives to the front of the church, and she sits in her car in front of the Mary statue, and she just prays there. And I found that very inspiring. And some people actually drive to the back of the church where the tabernacle would be, and they park there in the street, just being close to the tabernacle. So until the day we can open the church, I encourage you to do things like that if you want. If you have that, or you have your own little shrines at home, go there and spend some time in prayer and say, Lord, I'm having a bad day. Lord, I'm struggling right now. Lord, I'm just so frustrated. Lord, I'm scared. And I just find the more you talk to God about those things, that it's like a weight is lifted. And so I'll bring all of you before the Blessed Sacrament tonight when I go there tonight, and I'll be praying for you. So I really hope to see you all again soon. So good night, and God bless. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.